It's your boy G Coin Man Boxing, my man Coach Lenny Wilson. How we doing, Coach?
I'm good. Just coming back for some great sparring with one of my up-and-coming fighters, Antonio Tantillo.
Right. You know, he just came off a big win, winning the Golden Gloves in New York. Yeah, Richardson Hitchins, who you coach as well.
For sure.
You know, big victory over there in Vegas.
For sure. He did his thing out there.
Yeah.
Even though, despite the controversy, we still came up with the W.
Right. Now, there was a lot of anticipation. 140, one of the, most intriguing weight classes. One of his rivals in that division, Devin Haney, he just came out of performance with Ryan Garcia.
Yeah. I heard about it. That was a great fight when I saw it.
Right.
I didn't expect it to happen, but like a lot of people, they thought that Devin was gonna run through Ryan, but my boxing sisters told me that there was a method to the madness. A lot of the stuff that he was doing was designed to distract and deflect and to take Devin out of his game, which he did.
Right, something like a military warfare type of thing, what they call it,
exactly.
Mental.
Right.
Mental warfare, there you go. Right, now as we seen yesterday, a lot of people, this fight happened a week ago, people accepted it, but now we see Ryan Garcia got popped. He tested positive for banned substances.
What? Really?
Yeah.
I look up on this.
You didn't hear about this yet?
No,
it's all over, man.
I haven't been on Instagram or social media, being busy. But what happened?
Right. So Ryan Garcia, 2 tests came back positive for banned substance. One before the fight and the one after the fight.
Okay.
So people are like, oh, how they let him fight if he tested positive? But these results don't come back till about a week after the fight. It takes some time. So it just got out there. And
right.
Ryan Garcia. Right now, VADA, they test, and you guys test your fighters as well.
For sure.
They it came out positive. Everybody's saying that it's gonna be ruled a no contest. There's a lot of controversy.
I mean, I think that in any sports, that steroids and things of that nature, shouldn't be allowed. But I believe that in this particular case, even though a person is on that steroids or whatever type of substance they use to enhance their performances, it doesn't enhance their skills. You understand? Or their technique. And I believe that in Ryan Garcia's case, when he fought Devin, if in fact he was on steroids, and I don't condone it, but it didn't enhance his skills.
Right.
I mean, he had a great left hook, and he had a great right hand. And that is what took care of the fight. There's plenty of fighters out here that we know of, like Antonio Tarver, Shannon Briggs, even Lamar Peterson when he fought Amir Khan. He still lost the fight.
And they tested positive, I believe.
And I believe they tested positive.
Right.
So, although Ryan tested positive, it didn't enhance his skills. I think that the fight would have still went the way that it went.
What do you think about his 3 pounds coming in over 3 pounds? You feel that played a factor at all? Or?
I believe that he was being strategic in that particular case because Devin has been known to becoming overweight. Right. Look at the Regis Progress fight.
Right.
He looked like a monster over Regis Progress. And everybody did question how much he came in overweight. So I think that Ryan Garcia was just, trying to be ahead of the game.
Right. So, you don't think, I don't know too much about this exact substance he got banned with, but, in general, you don't feel like these things will give you a big advantage when it comes to a fight?
They can, but again, like I said, it doesn't enhance your skills or your technique. And there are fighters, the names that I came up with, who have tested positive for PEDs, but they still lost the fight.
Right.
You get it? So, that's just something that, in terms of him taking steroids, you're innocent until proven guilty.
Right. That's how we live in America.
So we live in America. So I think that once he decides to contest this issue, we just see what the outcome is. And if they have to call it a nola contendere, meaning no contest,
right,
then that's what it is.
right.
But again, I don't think that it had anything to do with the fact that Devin lost the fight, because it was skills that paid Ryan's bills.
Right. Now, Coach, let me ask you, because you was a fighter yourself, you know, you've been in boxing for a long time. How would you feel if you were on Devin's shoes? Like, if you fought somebody, whatever the outcome, and then you find out that, damn, they tested positive for a banned substance, whether you won or lost, how do you think you would feel about that?
I think I would, because I lost, I would immediately want it to be checked out. And that would be more of like an excuse for me to say, he treated me dirty, or he cheated.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's really not so much that he cheated, it's just because I really lost. Because I could have won.
Right.
Even though he did take steroids. But
Right.
because I've lost and took that kind of beating that Devin took, of course, I'm going to start grabbing for straws. Of course, I'm going to start grabbing for different things, you know, and say, yo, look, he cheated. You know, give it back, or let's go back.
Right.
You know, so not condoning again that he did that. Just to answer to your question, as a fighter and as a person who once fought, the feelings that I would go through, of course I would look for that out. I would look for that out to try to get it back the best way I know how. Or if I don't get it back, just to say, you know, he cheated.
Now I'm gonna ask you
psychological.
Right, like a hypothetical question now. Let's say two outcomes, right? Let's say Ryan proves his innocence. Do you think there should still be a case for a rematch? Should he prove that he's innocent in this case?
If he proves that he's innocent, I mean, even before the issue of the steroids came up, or that he was cheating, I said Devin don't deserve a rematch because he clearly lost the fight.
Wow.
Now, if it was a toss-up and it was a big fight, like in the cases of Canelo and Triple G,
right?
You know, it was a toss-up. Those type of fights deserve rematches.
Right. Now, in the other hand, if he can't prove his innocence and, you know, Ryan gets suspended or whatever, fight gets changed to a no contest, do you feel like that should result in a rematch between the both of them going forward?
I mean, the two companies or the two teams would have to decide what would be the best course of action for them getting a rematch. Now, some could say no, some could say yay. Well, let's go.
Right.
But it depends on them. But I don't know. I don't think that the results would be any different.
I got you.
I think that Devin, it's still the same thing would happen.
Right.
This is not the amateurs where they fought 3 and 4 and 5 times.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, this is the professional boxing.
Yeah.
This is the pros now. All right?
Now, Coach, you as a boxing enthusiast, would you like to see a rematch? Like, forget what Ryan feels or Devin. Would you have any interest? Or
Nah.
I mean, I kind of get the response already, but...
No, I wouldn't have any interest because he lost. He lost. He lost. Devin lost.
Right. Now, Richardson Hitchins, your fighter, he's been on Devin's tail. He wanted that shot. I mean, Devin still got the belt. You know, is that some guys you got? Is that somebody you guys still would like to target?
Of course,
or?
100%. 100%. We still would love to fight Devin. You know, he's no stranger. I said this time and time again that he's no stranger to me or to Richardson Hitchins. We all know each other. Devin knows me. Bill Haney. We've been in the four corners of doom before. We worked it out in the ring. So I mean, we're familiar with each other. Right. It would definitely be a fight I would like to see.
You like your chances better now with that result? Or?
Well, in terms of, because no, I mean, who knows? Devin might capitalize and fix his mistakes. You know, and I hope he does that, because then it would be a great fight.
Absolutely.
Between Richardson Hitchins and Devin Haney.
Yeah, that's a fight that, like, the boxing hardcores really want to see, because those guys are highly skilled, you know.
Right.
It'll be, stylistically, I think it'll be a great matchup.
I think it would be like a James Toney and Mike McCullough type
fight. Right. That would be good. Now, as far as Ryan Garcia, I mean, I don't think he's going to fight at 140 anymore. He said he can't go down below 43, but was that a fight, you know, you guys would like as well? Or
if he can't, well, we at 140.
If he came back down and said, yo, you know what I mean, is that a fight?
Of course it could be a fight that we could take. I mean, those fights like Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, and all those 140, because the 140 division is stacked.
OD.
So because it's stacked, of course those type of fights would be great as long as they make sense.
Right. Do you feel like Ryan out of the two is more dangerous than Devin Haney now because of that outcome? Or
Well, I think Ryan now has put himself on the map. I believe that the reason why Devin Haney took the fight with Ryan Garcia because they saw what Tank did to him. So they kind of like cherry picked him.
Really?
That's just my take on it. They thought that he would be an easy mark. I mean, and it just proved wrong.
It backfired?
It's totally backfired.
I've heard that narrative before that, they said that he picked Regis after Regis had a bad performance. And,
Right.
you know what I mean? But I mean, at this level, all these guys are elite, man. So,
I agree with you 100%.
it's good just to see these fights being made. But is there any word with you guys as far as Richardson Hitchens? What might be next for him? We know he just fought. Is some word maybe around September, but anything you can update us as far as what's next for Richardson Hitchens?
Not at the moment. Not at the moment. Right now, what's next for him? Getting back into the gym, working on the things that we need to work on, so that he can become a much better fighter.
In 0.1 miles, continue straight.
Now 140, you got Hitchens, I gotta ask you about Matias as well, Coach. A lot of the fans, they keep bringing his name up every time you bring up Richardson Hitchens. Is there anything, still interested in this fight, or what do you got to say about
Matisse would be a good fight, but again, it has to make sense. We're not ducking and weaving and bobbing from nobody. But the fight would have to, make sense for me or for Hitchens as well as for Matisse.
Right.
So yes, it could be an idealistic fight
Continue
for the fans to see, but it has to make sense. You got to see what his people is talking about, and you got to see what our people are talking about.
Right.
And from there, we see where we can go with that.
Right. I mean, he has to fight Liam Parrow next. Any thoughts on how that one could play out?
Well, we'll see. I think Liam Parrow is a good fighter. I think he's a great front runner. He's a good boxer. But, strange things happen in boxing.
Right.
You understand? Strange things happen in boxing. It's not like Matisse never lost before.
Facts.
To a good boxer. So we'll just have to see.
Right. That's what they call boxing, the theater of unexpected.
Definitely. And I will be watching.
Right. Now, Coach, with all this controversy with Ryan coming in overweight, we know you guys compete, for the IBF where there is a rehydration clause. Just what thoughts do you have on that, on the IBF's clause as far as making weight?
I believe that now I see why the IBF does that. Because they're trying to make it a fair playing ground.
Right.
You understand? And I understand the fighters' concerns about, rehydration and coming in the second time around for weigh-ins and things of that nature. But hey, in the light of all of this weight situation, case in point, like I trained Saddam Ali before when he fought Miguel Cotto for the WBO World Championship.
Right.
He beat him.
Right.
And then later we fought Munguia.
Right.
Munguia came in at least 180 pounds.
Sheesh.
And Saddam Ali was just really a 147 pounder.
Wow.
So he didn't rehydrate that much. Therefore, I think that the rules and regulations may have to be changed when it comes to the fighters weighing in, just to ensure that everybody's on a fair playing field. Maybe we need to go back to the Marcus of Queensberry rules. Who knows? That's maybe something that, need to be reconsidered. Because this bullshit got to stop. Motherfuckers coming in overweight, 100 pounds over the next guy just to win a fight. Come on, man. Give me a break.